Alright, first round of Act 1. I just realized that I forgot to go to Sundegard. I wanted to go there to trade my material, but I'm going to do that. I can do that up there. So anyway, for now, let's take an action to explore this. And if you remember, we do easy exploring for the green gems, so that's only one action. And let's see what the card is. Okay, one man's trash. You approach a small hamlet, and the entire population turns out to greet you. They lay their gifts in your path, begging for your blessing. Gather the few items of value in exchange for your blessing. Gain 2 gold and discard this card. Okay, it's just like that. Or test your spirit to convince them that their gifts should be shared with the poor. Take this card as a trophy and draw 1 social card. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, well, I think it's kind of a no-brainer, because what I was wanting to do, if you remember, I learned this cartography skill, and when I gain one of those green trophies, I gain a buck. So I should do the second one here, test my spirit to, to take this card as a trophy, therefore gaining 1 gold. And then also I get to draw a purple card, which is what I wanted to do in the first place last turn. But then again, I have to test my spirit. And I have 2 in terms of attribute value. Should I try this?
Just do it!
I think I'm going to try this because, I mean, if we just, discard this and gain 2 gold, I mean, gold is fine, but we're pretty much set for gold. I think we have 3, plus we can go trade this for 2. You know what? I'm feeling lucky, punk. So let's test it. I have a spirit of 2, so let's do this. You ready? Let's go. And 1. Ugh. Okay. And 2. Yes! Okay, excellent. Gambling is fun. All right, so that's awesome. So I will take this card as a trophy, and when I do, I gain 1 gold. And then I will draw a social card. That's pretty good. Oh, that's very funny. It's usually the green ones have these quests, but now, it was a reverse situation. Okay, so let's read this here. Dead Weight. Some gladiators of Dawnsmoor celebrate their victories by bathing at Kernan Lake. They forget to remove their armor beforehand, however. Okay, we can explore the lake. Where is this lake? Okay, it's way down here. Okay, what are the results here? It's a lot of water, and we can stumble upon a gladiator emerging from his victory bath. Okay, no bonus. Practice diving, we can train for free, or relieve a corpse of its armor. Blech. Discard cards from the asset deck until you discard a clothing asset. You may take that asset. Okay, we'll put this next to our character and maybe do this later. I'll put one of these tokens here on Kernan Lake and on my card as well. So with all of that, that was just our first action. So what do we do now? Well, I think I should try to head to Fort Roderick to trade in my materiel. So let's roll some terrain dice. Okay. What can we do with this? This is plains and hills and also rock. I can do plains. And maybe exert to try and get this one. Yeah, let's do that, because I'm not too crazy about the cards that I have. So let's say, whoa, center spinning. Let's say this, and then I'll try and re-roll this one. So I will be exerting the Raised in the Wild card that I wasn't too wild about. Baton. All right. And let's re-roll. Oh, is that it? Yes. I'm getting some good rolls today. Okay, and for my third action, I will be exchanging the materiel, and if you remember, because of my royal uniform skill, I actually get an additional gold. So that would be 3 gold. Now this was my third action, so we'll move on to the roaming enemies phase. They will move 3, And let's roll for him. 2. That would be that way. 1, 2, 3. You see now this is impossible. 1, 2, 3. He would be off the board, but he can at least move 1, so it is permitted. Next, we would go here. Whoa! Oh man, where was that? I think it was here. I think. I'm sorry if it's not. I'm sorry. So in the direction of 1, that would be 1, 2, 3, and this one. Direction of 4, so 1, 2, and he would stop there. And this guy here, direction of 3, so 1, 2, 3 on this gem. Next we go to the elements pool, so we have 2 dark energy, so we'll raise that to 7. And now, I didn't mention this, but because we are in Act 1, it says here, during Act 1, if you're able, set aside 1 dark cube before re-rolling. And then later on, at the 7th round of Act 1 and starting at the 7th round of Act 2, we're going to be setting aside 2 and 3, so this will grow exponentially. So right now we raised it by 2, we will set 1 aside and we will re-roll the others. Okay, so that's 2 more dark and 2 white. So I'm thinking we better use them this turn to activate this perk. But for now, let's just move this on to round 2 of Act 1. And this is now our first story card. And here it is, but I will put it on screen for you. Primed to strike. With the infernal energy blanketing every inch of Terrinoth, from the very top of Exile Peak to the extreme depths of Burrowtown, it's no surprise that your enemies would benefit from its influence. Your foes are now decidedly quicker and will no doubt strike first during combat. Put this card under the combat deck. Now if you see here on the side, what we'll be doing is sliding this under the combat deck, like so. And now every time we draw an enemy, those enemies, if there is at least 1 black cube there, will get +1 initiative. And if there's actually 3, they will get +1 and another +1. So this could potentially make our enemies, as it says, very quick and quick to strike. So we'll put that on the side. For my first action, I will consume 2 light energies to gain $2 because it's the time to do it. They are up there, so let's do that. So I will consume them, so I can tap this, and I'll gain 2 gold. And now because we've consumed this, we have to re-roll them. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, let's put them back up here. So that was my first action. I think for my second action, I should train because, I do have 2 trophies, but there's nothing I really want to learn. So second action is train, so let's see what we get. So I can actually draw 3. Okay, for 4 trophies, I can get 3 more health. This would actually be nice because she is a weakling. Manipulative. During attribute tests, you may use mind instead of body or spirit. Okay, this is useful. And interrogation. Whenever you defeat an enemy, you may gain a bonus trophy. Ooh! Oh, well, this gets me excited because, we already have twin daggers. This is a good way to fight. So, yeah, you know what? Actually, this makes no real sense for me because right now they're all the same. So I think I should get rid of this one. Yeah, let's do that. Now, I'm not too sure what to do with my third action, but looking at this, I think for my last action, I will actually just save the action. So I'll have 4 actions next turn. And with that being said and done, let's move on to the roaming enemies phase. They will move 3. He's going to move in the direction of 2, which would be upwards. He can't do that, so 1, 2. We'll go here. This guy, direction of 1, so 1, 2, 3. And this guy, direction of 4, 1, 2, 3. And this guy, 4. So 4 would be this way. He can't, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, we move on to the Infernal track here, and we have to raise it by 3. Bringing it to 10 actually, so we're gonna have to draw an event. Now before we draw an event, let's just actually do this here. So we'll save 1, And we'll roll the rest. Ooh, that, you didn't see that one, but it's all black here. Okay. And now let's draw an event card. Thieves! Okay, now, heroes must collectively lose gold equals to 2 times the number of players. So right now 2 gold, or 1 random trophy. Oh boy. Okay, this is bad. So the question is, do I want to lose 2 gold or 1 random trophy? Alright you guys, I'm going to be getting rid of 2 gold, and the reason for that is I still have 7, and I've actually spotted something over at Tamalier that costs exactly 7 gold. So I'm happy to stay with just that. I want to keep my trophies because most of these here, you know, it requires 4 and 4 and 3. That's a lot of trophies, so I better hang on to these and just get rid of the 2 gold. Damn you thieves! So then you discard this event because it's now, so this is immediate, and we'll never see it again. And so that was the end of the round. We'll move the time tracker onto this spot. And as you see, there's a roaming enemy here, so we need to spawn it on the map. Now, because this is the first of the gold spots, you refer to the roaming enemies sheet, and I'll put that up on screen. And you see these numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This refers to the spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first spot, number 1, that would be Exile Peak. So he actually spawns right next to his buddy here. And now because we are on a gold space, our scenario card says that when we reach a gold space in Act 1, the players can get a new perk. So let's do that. And so you have here a face down stack of these perks, and you just draw the top one. They could come out in any order, so let's see what we have. Celestial Strike. Tap this during combat. As a combat action, you may either recast one of your spent tokens or flip up to 4 dark element cubes to their inert side. Okay, this could come in useful, so I'll put this next to my character. And with that all being done, it's time to take our first action. Like I said earlier, I saw something shiny in Tamalier, and it's the Fist of Iron. It gives you a charge token that is also gold, but also a shield, which I really need. And it says here, +1 body. Once per combat round, when you deal charge, you may recast one of your spent tokens, which is also nice. So it's like a triple, quadruple purpose card here, so I really want to get that. So let's try and make our way to Tamalier. Let's put that in here. First action. So where can we go with this? We could cross over here, do this. This is kind of lame. So I think our best bet is just to go down here, then down here, and this would be wasted unless I exert, but I don't want to exert. So then I'm going to go to my second action. So let's move this over here. Second action, I will move again. Wow, I think it's the exact same thing. It's crazy, I'm getting crazy rolls. Okay, so this can go here, this can go here. Ah, and actually I could just cross over water. Yeah, why don't I do that? Like this, okay. So that was 2 actions. For my third action, I will move again. Ah, this is more like it. So basically I need fields and anything else. So boom. So for 3 actions I have reached Tamalier, but my turn is not over because I had saved an action previously. So with that action I will actually spend 7 gold to go get, well, let's see what's going to come out first. What else comes out at Tamalier? It's a Belt of Water Walking. Once per turn, you may exert to add 1 water symbol to your terrain dice results. This is actually pretty nice, but I really want to get those Fists of Iron, so I will. Let's change that up with that. Here it is, and I'll go get those tokens and put them next to my character card. And now in doing so, I realize that I already have one of these clothing assets, so I'm not allowed to have 2. So what I should have done is try to sell this and then buy that, And actually, during a shop action, yeah, for a shop action, you can sell and buy at the same time. So I would have sold this for $1 and then bought this for 7. So I'm gonna actually gain a gold back. Ka-ching! Good stuff. And with that, my actions are all spent, and then we'll move on to the roaming enemies phase. We'll roll the d3. They will go for 1 space. Let's do this guy up top. In the direction of 5, his buddy, direction of 2. This one, 5. This guy down here, 4. Now you'll notice I'm doing this pretty much in any order. I try to go clockwise as much as I can, but it's up to you. 4, and that would be again down here. Let's get this out of the way. Roaming enemies is done, so now let's check our Ynfernael energy track. So this is going up big time here, up to 15. Okay, and because we're in Act 1, we need to keep 1 and re-roll the rest. Oop. Okay, again, that's pretty bad. Now before I forget, it does say on the card here, at the start of the 7th round of Act 1, if you're able, set aside 2 cubes. So what I'll do is, I will just put a marker here at the 7th round of Act 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all the way down here. You won't see it, but you'll see a little heart pop up later on. So this all goes there. And now that that's done, we'll move the time tracker. And it's another gold space. That means that we get another perk. And so the new perk we get is Divine Stamina. Consume 5 light energies. You put 6 tokens on this card. You may spend these tokens as actions. When tokens are depleted, remove this card from the game. This is pretty nice. So it's tough to get because the chance that this is all white, you know, but then again, you can go flip those if you go to a shrine or a civilized space. So you can actually maybe waste a couple of actions to get them all white, and then basically you've got 6 extra actions to use during the game. So that's pretty cool. We'll put that next to our character sheet. Now let's think about what we're going to do with our actions. What I think I'm going to be doing now is, seeing as how I'm pretty well equipped in terms of combat tokens, and also because I want to try and get some of these things made, I think combat is probably my best option right now. So I'm going to try going over to Blackwing Swamp here to try and flip over that gem. So let's do that for our first action. Okay, that's actually very good. Yeah, we've got 2 waters. So let's use those 2 waters to go over here. So that was my first action. My second and third action will be to flip over that gem. And let's see what we get. Now let's not forget, these enemies are at +1 initiative right now. They're actually at +2 initiative because it says here if there's 1 dark cube and if there's 3 dark cubes. So yes, there is 1 and there are 3. There are 4, but so this means that any monster that I draw from here is going to be at +2 initiative. Oh well. All right, so let's draw it. This is a dark elf. Okay, dark elf, trickster, humanoid. This enemy has +1 initiative. Well, okay, so +3. He can dodge, recast any number of your foe's tokens, that's me, or kill, but he's not going to get 2 surges, I don't think so. Deal 3 damage that cannot be blocked. Okay, so let's put him down here and let's start this combat. Now it says here that he is a trickster. I think that's going to add, yeah, another initiative. Okay, well, by this, you know, it's kind of overkill now. He's never, I'm never going to get to match that. Okay, so let's cast his tokens. So he gets 2 damage, 1 surge, 1 double, and a blank. And it says here that he is +1 shields against all surge abilities. Let's cast our tokens. Okay. So what do we have here? I'll leave mine in there. So he's gonna go first for sure. So in order here, he would try and activate the dodge ability. Recast any number of your foe's tokens. So would he do that? Any number of the foe's tokens, that's me. I believe he would recast the axe. And what else? Would he recast this surge? Maybe, but then again, he's well protected against surge abilities. So my guess is he would only recast this. Now, if ever there's an ambiguity, and like right now there is, we could instead decide that the enemy would just deal me 2 damage. But that being said, this makes sense that he would try and flip that because he doesn't want to get attacked and he's got no shields against these axes. So yeah, he would recast that. So let's do that and go. Okay, so now it goes to our turn. So yeah, he is +1 shields against surge abilities. What could I do here? I could, you know what? I think I will just use that. So I will use that. Oh wait, I can do stuff with this. For 1 surge, deal 1 that cannot be blocked, but he is at 1 shield against that. Or for the number of lightning strikes here, so 2. Cripple, deal 2 damage if your foe has at least 1 damage. Oh man, this doesn't activate at all. So maybe I shouldn't use this right now. Okay, look, let's just go for it. Yeah, okay, let's use my stock prey ability here. Oh no, that's horrible because I'm on water right now. That's going to be tough to roll. Okay, let me think about this. Okay, I have decided instead to use this here to just flip this token back. Now it's going to go to his turn. Actually, her turn. She's a girl. And she's going to be doubling shields, otherwise double highest skull here. So let's double the skull. Now it's my turn. So I will do 2 damage, and she will take that. So 2 damage. Then it goes to her. She's going to do 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 damage to me. So 3 damage for me. Come on, 3 damage if I can find it. Okay. Comes back to my turn. So now, because this enemy is wounded, yeah, now I'm going to be using this to activate the cripple here. So deal X amount of axe if your foe has at least 1 damage. So I would give him 2 damage, her 2 damage, bringing her to 4. And then nothing really hot I can do with that, so let's do another combat round. Actually, let's all chuck them in together. Shazam! Okay, so let's place hers, sorry. All right, so she definitely has initiative because of all of this bad stuff over there, and also for that +1. So she's gonna go first. So this says here, flip blank to shields. She doesn't have that. Or skull. Okay, flip blank to shield or flip blank to skull. She has none of that. Otherwise, flip your foe's highest value token. Well, there's no value here. So she's not even able to do that. And in that case, this is not an ambiguous case. This is just, it's impossible. There's no value on this thing. So in that case, I think we just move on to the next line here. So here it would go surge, and that would be dodge. Recast any number of your foe's tokens. See here, I believe what she would do is try to protect herself. So she would recast these hits over here. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So let's do that. Okay, that was actually good for her. So that was spent doing that. And then for our turn, I mean, all we have to do is basically 1 damage. So, we can try and use this. Well, yeah, that would work. Oh, I just remembered though, last turn, she was +1 shields against the surge ability. So when we did that 2 attack, she would be at 3, not at 4. That's my mistake. So now right now, if we do this, she is still at +1 shields against surge abilities. So if we activate Cripple, she would take only 1 damage. But still, I mean, it's 1 damage. So yeah, let's do that. So 1 damage, 4. Goes back to her. So would she be able to do this? Not really, because they're all the same. There's no highest value, so let's go to the doubler here. Double shield first, otherwise double highest skull. Well, skulls are all the same, so let's say she doubles this one. That means that on her next combat action, she's going to do me 4 damage, bringing me to 7. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to block 1 with that for sure. So what do we want to do? Actually, I could just use this to flip this over. Oh no, that's horrible. No, you see, because if I do that, then when it comes back to her turn, she will use that to flip my highest value token, which is that one, bringing it back to a shield. And then she'd do 4 and I would block her. But I think that's what I have to do. Yeah, I don't have a lot of choices here, unless I try to maybe recast one of her tokens. Let me think about this. Okay, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to play the agility here to recast this token to hopefully land on a shield. That way, you know, it'll be 1 less damage for me. So let's try that. Oh, yes. Okay, so this would go here. Now back to her turn. Again, this does nothing. So let's move down. She's going to do 1, 2, 3. 3 damage. But I'm going to block 1, so that's 2 damage that she's going to do to me. I would go to 2 damage, which is 5. Oh boy, oh boy. And then this does nothing, so combat is over. And you know, I'll probably see this on the playback, but I think I didn't even get to use this token here. And if that's the truth, well, I should have been more, you know, on the game. Okay. All right, let's do this. What do you guys think? Seems to be leaning that way, so I'll just, yeah, like that. Okay, so these are mine. That's hers. So this goes here. This is a surge, a doubler, an agility, and a shield. Okay, she's gonna go first because of all that agility she's got. So flip your foe's highest value. No, actually flip blank to shield, first choice. She can't do that, or to damage, so she would do that, so this is gone. Next, I can give her 1, oh no, she's shielded. Ah, it's horrible. Okay, I will be playing the agility in order to flip this over to a 2 attack. Then it goes back to her. She's got 1 surge, which is recast any number of your foe's tokens. No! Oh man. Yeah, she would totally do that. Okay, any number? Well, she wants to survive, so she'll probably recast these. So let's do that. Oh, nice. And then it comes back to me, and with that, I can do 2 damage, -1, that's 1, which brings her up to 5. She's gone. Yes. And what do we gain here? 2 gold. Okay, I will take those 2 golds for sure. That was well deserved. We can keep this as a trophy, and that's pretty sweet. Let's put that here. So before I end my turn, because I have 3 trophies, I'm thinking I should build or learn this one here. Interrogation, whenever you defeat an enemy, you may gain a bonus trophy. If I equip that, and I go picking some other fights, you know, this will go twice as fast. So yeah, I will be using these 3 trophies to get me that. So 3 trophies, and this is going to go on top. Okay, that's pretty good. So now it is the end of our turn. Let's move on to the roaming enemies. And let's roll. Okay, they'll move 1 space. Let's get this guy. Direction 2, that's 1 space. Direction 6. So he would bump into him. You know, let's say that he'll move back instead. This guy, 5, and that would be here. This guy down here, 2, so that would be here, and him one, and that would be right up here. Okay, next would be the Ynfernael track. So we've got 4 cubes here. We gotta put this up all the way to 19. Now we must keep one here, re-roll the rest. And they're all dark. Okay. Well, darkness is spreading across the land big time. And let's move that down to round 5. And we need to draw a story card. I'll put it up on screen. Heightened vitality. As it was foretold, the vile powers of the infernal plane are strengthening every evil-minded creature roaming these lands. Travelers and adventurers, beware. Put this card under the combat deck. Oh yeah, see, we wanted to go fight some monsters to get some trophies, but now, if you look at this, if on the elements pool there is at least 3 dark cubes, all enemies are going to be +1 health. And if there's actually 5, they're going to be another +1 health. So we'll slide that under here. So right now, as it stands, with the elements pool as it is, enemies are right now +2 initiative and +2 health. That's insane. All right, and with that, I'm going to end it here, and we'll continue the adventure in another video. And if you want some more videos, YouTube thinks you might like the one on the left. I personally think you might enjoy the one on the right. And if you want to make sure to never miss any of my videos, I would ask you to click the middle button here to, of course, subscribe.